Good morning, evening, afternoon. Merry Christmas if you're somehow watching this on Christmas Day. I hope you got all the Lynx Africa that you would ever need. It's a bit odd to talk about Christmas, when it's July and I'm literally melting. Anyway, I was going to do this video a little bit earlier, but it got put off by various factors. Hangover, first of all. Then the flu, which I probably got from the same place as the hangover. And then I spent a weekend in Costa del Cornwall. Lovely place, but the seagulls are twats. I wanted to just do a somewhat quick video, just discussing, the hell this is. Like, why are we here? Why am I doing this, and what you should expect, as well as a bit more about me, myself. You have some Shino Numa in the background on Vanguard. It's from the same game as the gameplay that was in my video yesterday, but it shouldn't overlap, because there wasn't really much of that in the video anyway. It's actually quite good. Shino Numa, it was actually quite good. It was nice to get the zombies modes that we should have had 6 months ago, but hey ho. Firstly, a big thank you to everyone who has actually subbed in the last few weeks. It means a lot that you would take a punt and sub to a channel that's somewhat new and had like six subscribers, I think it was, before the Modern Warfare videos. Before getting onto the channel itself, me. My name is Connor. I was considering not mentioning my name, but there's not really anything in the channel name to, directly ask me something. So I thought, you know what, I should mention it. Seems relevant to discuss when it comes to games, seeing as this channel is about games, and you could probably assume that a lot of what we talk about will be based on what I like and what I care about. I like to think I play a little bit of everything. Over the last decade or so, Call of Duty has been a massive part of my gaming life, I suppose, as you can probably tell by the videos. I play FIFA, not so much these days, but certainly a lot growing up. F1 is the other sport I like, so that's getting played a bit at the moment, seeing as the new game only came out a few weeks ago. Also like massive single player games. I'm still getting my way through Horizon Forbidden West, and that's been out a while now. My favourite game ever, the one whose story made such a big impact on me, is The Last of Us. I think the narrative of that game truly stands out on its own. Obviously The Last of Us has been in the news for a certain remake, which will probably have a video foreshadowing. I have both consoles, just to put it out there. I typically play on the PS5 though, as PlayStation is what I'm most accustomed to, but I do have an Xbox. I have a PC as well, although it's not the greatest. I did start upgrading it, but that is somewhat stalled. It's pricey, isn't it? It's pricey upgrading a PC. So it's a bit like half Lamborghini, half Fiat 500 at the moment. The process is pretty good. The rest of it, I also have a Nintendo Switch and I forgot about it. Poor thing. It was something I always wanted to do when I was younger, have all the current consoles. I'm not sure I could say it was financially the right thing to do, but who cares, right? Who needs money? The channel itself is simple, really. It's a place where I will chat away about anything I get on the Soapbox, as the name goes. The name actually came about from it being a saying that my parents would often use. They would say, "Oh, you're on your Soapbox again," because I do have a fairly decent ability at, I believe the official term is, going off on one. So this channel is, in essence, a discussion about whatever, whenever, but particularly gaming and also other entertainment mediums too, so film, TV, whatever's going on in the world. However, a large part of it, or a large part of how I envisaged this channel going, is having a community of sorts that share all their views too. And that's where you lot all come in. The great thing about the last couple of videos is that there has been an array of opinions shared, and 99.9% of it was done in a somewhat calm way too, which is always quite nice for something that's on the internet. Whenever I do a video, I want to know if you agree, disagree, why for either of those, or if there's anything else I missed that you feel like needs to be mentioned, mention it. That way it isn't literally just one guy venting on the internet, it's more of a discussion. One of my next opinion videos will be actually somewhat based on the comments that I got across both the videos regarding a certain Call of Duty game that some perceived me to be harsh on. Cold War got a lot of support in the comments, so I'll be looking back at Cold War to ultimately see if I was talking bollocks or not. Said community that I mentioned could be 5 people, it could be 5 million, it could be 50 million. So on that front, I'm already rather happy that there are over 300 of you. That number has changed in the script constantly the longer this video has waited. It's a bit mad. Obviously, the more the merrier. I would love this to grow, but do I have aspirations of this going anywhere serious? Not necessarily right now. Walk before you run, as the saying goes. Now, as you have probably noticed, simply by looking, the videos aren't going to be daily or anything like that. Hopefully not 1 or 2 a month, mind, like it was starting to turn into. I work full time, like proper Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 stuff, so it's basically whenever I can fit in making a video. And they're bloody long to do, which is something I don't think I appreciated before doing this. The Cold War video I mentioned previously, for example, required the reinstallation of the game, and as you all probably know, it's bloody huge, so it took like a whole day just to do that. Once you add on the gameplay, because you have to really play the game, otherwise you could be talking out your ass, let's face it. And then recording, scripting, editing, so on. It takes a lot of time, especially when you're still somewhat on a learning curve, which I am. As you may have already seen, I do have something that will be more sort of series-based and consistent. It's called the Weekly Digest. It's all about me looking into the last week or so to see what happens and discuss some of the things that happened in the week that had just gone. If you didn't see this, please do check it out. It's either top right of the screen or in the description. I also have other things planned in the pipeline that I will hope to get up and running at some point. Oh, and the mic, as someone called it, Xbox mic. In my book, that shows I'm cultured, and I'm just providing everyone with a lovely bit of nostalgia from 2010. Obviously, it isn't great, but for now, it's the best I got. I will hopefully replace it with something better soon. I mean, the economy's in the shitter, ain't it? So, when I'll be able to get one? I don't know. It's in the price of fuel, it's ridiculous. And don't get me started on lower pack being more than £9. What's that all about? For now, though, I will try to tweak as much as possible and do as much as possible to make this work, or make it the best of what it can be. The fact that so many people saw the videos by my standards, and there were only a handful that picked it up, is something, I suppose. I think I mentioned everything I wanted to in this. Keep an eye out for more videos soon. I actually do have a few planned out at the moment. If you have any thoughts, suggestions on what to do with the channel, please do let me know. At some point, I do want to do something where you guys can have more input into what we talk about. That might be further down the road, but as I said earlier, things are in the pipeline, and that's one of them. To end though, I just wanted to say one last thank you to everyone who has subscribed, liked, or even just watched. It really means a lot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.